There we go. Right, I'm running with my pals, my good friend here, cancer sufferer like myself.
Yep.
He's going to give him a wee bit of moral support. And if you want to tell us about your cancer, Brian, what have you had, mate? Or what you're going through the now?
Started off 4 years ago. Throat cancer, stage 2-3 when I get caught. Done the 30 days up at the Beatson, radio, 2 split chemos in between. Turned out to be a success, albeit after effects were maybe like dryness and stuff as such, which learned to live with and go on with my life quite happily and not too bad, just you adapt. Then in turn then I ended up with an issue with my prostate, which is off the kind of Richter scale now, because it's way up since I've been diagnosed again, which was within about 2 years for the 4 year ago, the prostate, and then again 2 year has since been now throat cancer, which has turned out to be kind of terminal, as it's taken a year to kind of diagnose and sort out as far as taking pills, the pills aren't working, try these pills, no, the pills aren't working, the pain's still not going away. So it turns out I've got a bit of bone cancer tuned into the rib, as well as it's all over the lung and pressing against the esophagus. So there's not much you can do about that, as it's too much spread. And that's back to the prostate. They think it's causing stupid readings, but they can't put them together by saying metastasis is a form of a leader from one to another. So they're calling them, my cancer has been 3 primary cancers, which tends to be a bit of a weird one. I'm alright with it, like I say, I just have to deal with what's happening.
Positive, mate.
I just keep working away, doing the job, paying the bills, and see what happens. A bit of a heavy duty out of breath, but I've just done 5 days last week there up at the Beatson, which in turns went, radios went to my throat again, lost the taste, but funnily enough the dryness has went the opposite way, and I'm actually salivating quite a bit, which is brilliant. So after this next fortnight, I have to check out whether they put me in a course of chemo, and then just basically see how things go for the next duration. Other than that, top of the world now. And that's basically
Positivity, brother. Positivity.
That's everything, James, yeah. That's all.
So what are you doing, 5 bouts of chemo? 6 bouts of chemo?
I've done, no, I'm not till Thursday to the oncologist till he turns around and tells me how to, I don't know, you even know, because he can't turn around and go that. There's a result of your 5 days radio, because if not got any result, they're just going to maybe ask me, how do you feel? Are you breathing better? Are you, what's, you know what I mean? Do they turn around, or is it just a standard block course? Or we've put him on a 5 day, now we're going to give him a 3 month chemo session, or a 3 week chemo. You know, I've only ever done the 2 hits with the 30 days, which was brutal enough. So,
see, I'm with my cancer. It's my voice sometimes it's funny. I can hear it at the night.
Dry?
Oh, just the way I talk, I end up with a kind of squeaky voice. Not a squeaky voice, but a kind of funny voice. As if I'm hoarse.
Alright.
And I don't know if that's coming for. But as I say, I'm going for the camera up the bottom, which is a bit of a concern for me.
Oh, you'll be hoarse then.
Oh, I'll be hoarse. I'll be talking like that.
I don't know how you feel with that, buddy.
I don't know. That's just it's something that just worries you, you know. But you just need to get it done, and that's it. Get it done,
so,
and see if there's anything there. Fingers crossed. Taste nothing. There's none.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
Brian's a good mate of mine. We've been mates for many years, Brian. God,
Aye, well, we got
you and your brother.
Well, my brother for that, wasn't it?
Aye.
My brother for 7 years, 7 or 8 years before that, wasn't it?
God, it's about 40,
And
30 odd, 40 years.
probably I teamed up with even the wife, the ex-wife at the time,
Aye,
because she was
aye.
pals with yours. Which in turn ended up being my daughter's godparents.
Right, here's a crazy situation for you. He was married to my wife's best pal, right? So if they were still together, that would be their two best pals. The wife's, their best pals, their two men had tough cancer and terminal cancer.
Aye.
How's that for luck?
It's around about the same time too.
Okay.
And yet you're a couple of years in top of me, bud.
Aye.
I say a couple, a good couple, but
Aye.
how ironic, eh? But then again, you see you came up meaning smokers and that.
Smokers, mine doesn't smoke, mine's his kidney. It's nothing to do with the smoking.
Hey, fun enough, they never actually said the lung was anything to do with smoking with me either.
Ah.
They did mention drinking with the throat though. Can what they did mention? Drinking, smoking, and oral.
Right.
That was the three things the doctor said causes the throat cancer.
Right. Right.
The type I had, because it was a type of cervical cancer. The throat I had.
Ah, right. I didn't know that.
Aye, that's what they said about that one. Prostate, I think it's just your standard run of the mill, because there was an old fella come into the work, and about 80-year-old, and he wore it like a badge of honour. He says, I've had prostate for 28 years, keep taking the pills, no bother, pees like a horse. So that kind of eased the kind of problem with that side. I wasn't even bothered after that with the prostate. So I was quite happy with just having the throat and the prostate, and then thought I dodged a bullet until flipping they turned and told me that. Well, after it taking about a year to diagnose, they say after 3 to 4 months it can be double in size. Now I've got no problem with the fact that they drag their feet or anything, because who doesn't in life at times.
That's you got it. This is another mate. He's got bladder and bowel cancer. He's got the stomach bag, he's got the tube for the bladder, full bladder away.
My pal's wife's got it.
Pal's wife's got it. It's an boy I know. There's lung cancer, and now he's got 3 big tumours in his head, and they don't expect him to last too long. It's rife.
I know.
It's absolutely
I don't know
rife.
if it's something to do with our generation, Jimmy. Because at the very start of, even to say the early days when it was like the Vesta, there was your only, your pre-packed foods and things like that. You never got anything like that. No. Remember, it was a Vesta flipping curry thing, a ding meal, that's a weird looking thing, that. But you never had anything like that.
No.
And now it's, everything you peel a plastic sleeve off, or you ding it, and you...
Ding it, that's it.
Everything's plastic.
Food.
And they were saying that the stuff comes off of these plastics.
Aye.
What longer they're in it, the plastic breaks up and kind of... I don't know, just kind of lets stuff out.
I think it's just the rubbish that we've eaten over the years. Carryouts, convenient food, fast food.
So I think that's a lot to do with all that plastic, pre-packed plastic stuff that was introduced to our generation, because it was never in the older gen. But then again, there wasn't the same kind of, what do you call it, media and exposure.
No.
Television 24/7.
No, that's right, there wasn't.
News, you can get it all just like that. So you're getting it a lot quicker, whereas you can't get none of my papa had it, cancers and that. But they were wanking 80-year-old, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They were all people getting it.
So what was your symptoms of the cancer?
Hold on.
Well, the first one, was it?
Fucking sore throat, man, just couldn't swallow it. And then I got a shooting pain going out my ear.
Right, what about the prostate?
Prostate was, I just couldn't pee. It was like peeing through a straw.
Right.
Prostate was just brutal, man.
The other one you've got,
that was a pain, that's a pain in my side.
Right.
And then I was a jagging pain, and then I was like, this isn't going away. And every time they gave me painkillers or antibiotics or anti-inflammatories, nothing would solve it.
Right.
Hence CT scans and all the rest of it.
Right.
And then that's when all kind of came to pass.
Right, so mine was, fluid under the lung.
Well, they initially thought it was fluid, but
No, it was fluid. It was fluid because when I seen the X-ray, the lung was flat, right?
Right.
But I was out of brace, right? That's when I went on holiday, and they said they'd get me in to drain the lung, drain the fluid out below the lung.
Yeah, and the cavity.
But then they sent me for a scan, in the body scan,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when they found everything. And when I went to the Beatson to see the oncologist doctor, he said to me, the only thing you've got really going for you is I was non-symptomatic. And no symptoms, no sore kidney, nothing.
Mm.
And yet I was riddled with the kidney spots out of the pancreas and the right lung, a wee bit down here somewhere, just down at the windpipe.
And there's no pressure pain.
Nothing.
No.
The only nuggle I get now is maybe a sore kidney. That's the right
And
kidney.
do you feel as if you want to drink water or something to flush it, or is
No,
it
no.
doesn't matter? It's just
No.
it's one of the pains that just comes and
Just
gives it a
comes-
jag and then
Comes and
leaves
goes.
it.
Aye.
Do you know what happened?
I'm out of breath.
I was starting to seize up there the last few days.
Aye.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I
was
get
a
that
freaky.
too.
That was a scary one.
I get
The
that as
horns
well,
were
mate.
twisting like that. And what the hell's going on here? So I've been cracking them again, and they've been loosening up.
See, I got it at the night. I think it's part of the medication we're on. Of you, and it's just a...
Flipping, it's horrible feeling.
So anyway, people, brought my good friend or something to help him and to encourage him.
And it goes like this.
Got a wee sweatshirt.
Fighting cancer.
I've got one as well. Where's your badge, Tate? I'll show them the badges I get made up.
Badges are neat. I'll just show you the pump.
I get wee badges made up. 50 of them made up just for people that's dealing with cancer. I'm going to hand them out into the hospice for people that I know. So there it is there. I get these wee things made up. You be just showing it in the camera. With my shaky hands and murder. I'll bring the camera out a bit.
Just what? Right, okay. And it's the same emblem, but they're actually brilliant.
Oh, wait, they got my finger out there.
They're done with porcelain or something. If you can read that, guys, it just says the same thing.
I just had it in the middle, Brian.
Right, sorry. I'm trying to get it to.
It should come up. It says on it, fighting cancer,
With positivity.
strong
Strong.
and positive. So,
That's quite a good badge, actually, Brian.
aye, so I got them made up and I'm just going to dish them out to people.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah. That's it coming a wee bit better now.
Alright, see it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let Jack and Victor here.
Fuck, I know.
How does this work? You've got half a face.
Aye, so that's my pal. He's gave me all these wee positive flipping
Aye.
mementos. So, yeah, by all means, every little helps.
So we can bounce off each other, we can talk to each other, and we can encourage each other. And that's exactly what we'll do, mate.
Oh, if you wake up
Positivity.
in the morning and not have any of it, that would be start again. Aye.
But we can see the funny side of it, can't we, mate?
Aye.
Well, that's it. So, fae, baldy and half baldy.
Aye. I shaved that. That's nothing to do with the cancer. That's shaved. I've got right thick head of hair, but right. So
Right.
I lost it when I was about 27.
I know.
I know. And I'm fat because of the steroids. Nothing to do with the pies and the tiramisus.
Right, we'll say cheerio, people. It's been a pleasure.
God bless. See you later. Bye.
See you later. Bye then now.